shaking your head, pointing to, like there are these sort of, there's this vocabulary that we all kind of have of like, this is the universal sign for X or whatever. And I think part of what we need to really like tighten up and focus in on is estranging those gestures also. So there's, you know, when I'm performing gibberish, I am not resorting to,
right.
Like some of those, I think when it becomes more sophisticated with like a prop, it works better than the little chunks of like really recognizable sign languages.
Yeah, so I mean, I know what you're saying. It's just that I try to get away from like the cliche type of the gestures, and then because we like to recreate, you know, all these the gestures, and then in this jazz theater the context. And then, so yes, that is correct, and that's why I refuse to use any words in in any part of the performance. Actually,
I think it might be interesting. Like I know that we have had so many conversations, you and I, Makoto, and I've been privy to conversations with other folks, like that one day we were rehearsing Bluebird, and Sean used some phonetic sequence that was a homophone for like an actual word.
Yeah.
And yeah, you remember that. You know, sense that you, Sean, and with you, Makoto. Sean's insistence in that moment that like I didn't just say a word. And the audience in like the literal sense, right? Like the hearer's insistence on I just heard a word. I think is actually an interesting moment within gibberish to maybe explore. Like, if I hear you say no, and in your head it's just right? But I heard no. I think like.
but he doesn't mean no. Actually,
Right,
it's just a sound
like leaning
that's
into, because we
created.
have that in natural dialogue, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like, did I just hear you correctly? Yeah, I guess I'm just offering that up as like something interesting that we can explore.
Yeah, and then I said that I refuse to use any words, but I mean, this is still in the development process, and I'm sure in the future that there will be a time that we're going to probably use words. Yeah, I have a feeling that we will probably need to, you know, really using different aspects of the performance, and then I'm pretty sure that I will probably use words. I'm sure in the future, and then some I don't know, but so I don't really I shouldn't say that I refuse to do this or do that, because to me, like, you know, this is an operation that could happen anything, you know. So
I think resisting resorting to the familiar is what you're about.
yes.
You're not refusing, but you are resisting in a productive way. It's productive of a different form of communication.
Now, are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you try that?
Okay.
And Ron. Yeah.
before we start, I kind of wanted to ask a question. Because you two are really good practitioners, are you imagining like a certain scenario or situation, or?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. So, all I'm thinking, what I'm doing the gibberish is, how can I make it sound different? And then every time I say something, and then so try not to be getting some sort of pattern or something, because a lot of people who are not comfortable with the gibberish, they're gonna say blah 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 blah, be blah 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 blah. They're like, wow, I'm really good at the gibberish, and then so that's what they do, and then because it's just nonsense, but it is not the nonsense actually. He keeps saying that blah 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 blah. So I try not to get in that.
Are you trying to convey an emotion sometimes? Because just looking at your two, you started off kind of aggressive, and you were like super calm, and it was almost like you were calming you down, and you became more calm as the conversation went on, and then you used tea, and it was almost like you were talking him down from something that you were pissed about.
Not really.
Okay.
I didn't have any sort of emotional content, but I know exactly what you're saying. But because I did feel the same that way actually myself. Yeah. So I felt like he was really calm and then really kind of like relaxed, and then I'm more like I'm just like really like inquisitive, like just asking him like yeah.
There was a difference in intensity level, which made it interesting.
Okay.
So that's kind of like part of the play, right? Us like playing off of each other in the moment, though. It's like really we can take it anywhere.
Right.
I feel like, but it works better when we're like working it together.
Yeah.
Instead of me going this way and then you going this way, whatever.
Yeah.
Have you ever spoke Miller Genuine Draft before?
Yes.
And that's a real question I'm asking. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be Miller Genuine Draft. It could be Scotch. It could be Quavo. It could be any one of those. And I'm saying this seriously and in a joking manner, because oftentimes we find ourselves like completely going gibberish on people. Sometimes at work in high stress situations, at home, cartoon cursing people out, guys. You do it in your mind. And as a kid, I always thought it was fun because I didn't learn Pig Latin, and I didn't have people who were patient enough to teach me, because a lot of attention span issues with people. They get easily distracted, or maybe they feel like I'm just not learning it fast enough or whatever. And it's like, okay, fuck it. I'll just start designing my own languages. And gibberish just happened to be one of them. And you don't really think about it. It just flows. It's like, this is what the fuck I sound like, huh? Kiro, ala, unia abo I do, humain, ya you wouldn't do that sweet. Sa hun digalo quafin, zira, hayunga, and it's basically, for me, it's like twisting. I'm trying to speak without vowels a lot. And if I incorporate any kind of phonetic vowel sound, I want to severely cripple and retard it to the point where it's like, what language is that? Like, what region is that? No, it's gibberish. And then one day in one of our classes, Makoto comes along and say, try to speak gibberish in a familiar language. And then he gave us an example, like, hey, try to do it If it was Italian, you were speaking. If it was Chinese, you were speaking. If it was French, you were speaking. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? I've been doing this shit for years. Excuse my language. And he comes along and it's like, it's just all synchronicities. So the main thing is to have fun with it and keep the structure, but have fun with it, because that easily helps you bounce off of each other. And it's okay to get lost in it, but remember, you're still here, you know. So I don't know if that would help or not.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Competitivo.
no posso suportar.
Ja, subito.
Come te ci este?
Ik ben gewoon lekker go.
Udakako.
Ja, ni shuno, uno, en hi.
Uno e hi. Desera va pasu.
Tudonango.
Dama bosta. Trasava.
Trasapa I and Kunono are Kunono. Kunono na hina kara.
Ah, he's good. He's good. He got really comfortable. I like that.
Akaka, ja. Here you go. On, Igada, Lada, Kono.
Já. Gozamasu. Gozamasu. Oh, hey.
Oh no, Kaya.
Diese mal suko. Skopjes taba at sto shrefte.
Ana kuni uno anikana.
Una kuna kina kana kono kina una.
Kuna ana di uno.
Ana di
fu. Roro kada rara.
Ako ma.
Ana kini eri shi.
Ana kini skopa asa.
Asa ana kana. Ana mono ana shina ana foka. Ana pequeño. Ana marino, ja.
Niño. Pista.
Pista, el kuna, el shoneko.
Shonoko no mo.
Shoneko.
Oruko posso kite bashkista. Subalata anama kopete kiste. Wapata. La mos ete. Urubos.
Uno moko uno, and a fono, and a shinkono, and a fono, and a. Ja, uno de cara.
Una na cara. Para,
Okay.
Oh, this is great. This is great. I like it. You got really comfortable. You see? You're a natural, man.
Okay, well, good.
You're a natural.
I threw in some words.
So
It was really hard not to.
the first thing I received when you got started, it's like y'all two just got on lunch break. Y'all work at the same. That's the first thing I thought it was heading to. Like y'all was on lunch break, and y'all started talking about some shit between coworkers. Like, did you see this motherfucker? Like, yeah. And then it went into, oh man, I ain't seen you in a while, and you remember this? And then y'all went into the song and whatnot. But the one thing I want to say is that you instantly got very comfortable. And it was easy for you to fall into it. Now, what I would say is develop different patterns, phonetic speaking patterns, because you got dialogue. You got plenty to say.
But I was using the same kind of phrases.
that and the same cadence, and
Yeah.
it felt drawn to like you were basically gibberishing a specific language, you know. And you don't want it to be too complicated where the audience won't get it, but you want to keep that mystery in it. And it's not bad for the first time because you got into it. You even helped him remember a song, and then y'all started singing the song, and y'all got happy about this memory. And so it went from